Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Ozzy and Sid Report.
Ew. Welcome to the Ozzy and Sid Report. Welcome to the Ozzy and Sid Report. I said, welcome to the Ozzy and Sid Report. Thank you for tuning in. Had to put a little R and bizzle on it. Man, I can't be out here singing. Man, welcome to the Ozzy and Sid Report, where we do viral news off of two views. Again, this viral news off of two views. I don't care if two people are watching or 2 billion people are watching. We're going to get our thoughts and takes out no matter what. Somebody's going to enjoy this content. Like I said, shout out to the universe and to the aliens and making sure they get it. So, again, just a reminder, I'm gonna put that GMO, how food is all poison. I'm gonna put that documentary out for sure. I just gotta find it. It's somewhere in my iCloud. So that's definitely gonna come out. Um Tonight, Mr. Mr. Sid, Mr. Captain, aka Mr. Captain Fall in Line, is gonna join us. Yo, shout out. He is the other half of the Straight Shooters 94. Again, the Straight Shooters 94 at Straight Shooters 94. It's spelled regular. Straight, the way you spell straight, and shooters, and then the number 94. That's all you gotta type in. You'll find it. All your in-depth intel, detail of NBA highlights, college basketball highlights, anything basketball. That's what they pertain to. And of course, they all talk about all the current things going on in sports. And they keep it sports related. It ain't like some ESPN clout chasing junkies like, oh, all right, well, we finished talking about the Lakers and the Cowboys, so let's tune in to LeBron and Drake. What are you two doing? Like, nah, bro. They're gonna give you a real sports analysis without the clout chasing, like raw. Um, Shout out to Big Sheep. It's a nothing but net, bitch. Shout out to Big Sheep, man. And we waiting on Sid to pull up. Let's see where he at, cause we got things going on. Did he just text me? Nope, he did not. Let's see where he at. Let's see where he at. Is he there? No, he's not there. I know y'all can hear me driving this car. All right, I'm waiting on him before I start firing off, cause it's gonna be a good show tonight. All the inspirational third eye talk. Not gonna be a lot of that tonight. Not gonna lie. Yeah, we gonna get straight. We gonna get straight to the juggler, bro. We gonna hit in the heavy bag on this. This is where when I always say, yo, I'm from the great state of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. I'm from all the whole state. I've been lived on the east and the west part of Pennsylvania. Did I ever live in the central? Nah, I didn't live in the central. I didn't live in the central. But yeah, I live all around Pennsylvania. Sid is in the building. All right, let's add him on because I was about to go. Tired of this ish. To talk to the people, cuz I don't know, you heard me in the beginning. I did a little R&B on the intro. I told them, welcome to the Ozzy and Sid Report. I hit him with that, cuz. So tell the people how great of a singer I am. Go ahead. Just give me my flowers.
I mean,
What you-
top 10 dead or alive.
when, when ninjas start off with you know that's a lot. I mean, hey man, you got it. When you hear when you had somebody, let me give the people out there a quick life lesson, some advice. when you trying to get some feedback on something you did, created, or performed, whatever you did, and they don't give you no positive reinforcement, but they keeping it nice and cordial. Like, I mean, and, hey, you got it, and hey, you did it, or they just repeat what you say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm letting you know, people, to our people out there, they lying to you. They trying to be nice and not break your heart. Don't make you go run and don't make you go run and cry in the car. But yeah, cause I appreciate you recognizing my singing talents. You know. Oh, and thank you to people that didn't see it yet, but when this video posts, y'all gonna see the lovely graphics from Mr. Captain for Online. He made us a nice little intro, so we are improving over here. And the other highlight, I don't know if I told you, I don't know if you heard on the last time. I do got a GMO documentary to put out. That's what I forgot that when you was asking me what I was talking about. I forgot I went on a whole rant about that. And I did this documentary in college, and it was like what, 2014, 2013. So this is kind of like on some prediction level, on some Nostradamus. So yeah, I don't know if I shared that with you.
Nah. Well, we know.
Yeah, I just gotta find it. But I it's in there, people. But
Come
anyway,
on.
enough of me with the long-windedness. Pause. What's going on with you? Is life treating you right? What's up? How's the great city of Philadelphia? Because they definitely going to be talked about tonight. Did they take all the trash off the street? Did the rats grow and niggas is still shooting? Like what they doing out there?
Oh man, a mixture of all those things. Good thing is we took care of the trash. Um, Bad thing is niggas still shooting. And as of late, the couple of days, last few days at this point, your boy has been a little bit under the weather. So I'm just trying to get well so I could be back to 100%. But the show must go on. So we try to not sound so crazy in my voice. Forgive me if y'all can hear the congestion in it. But like I said, we're gonna try to knock this out.
All right, bet I'm still here. Nah,
Oh,
go
what
ahead.
happened
I
to
was
you?
making I was making noise in the background, and
Oh,
I didn't want it. Yeah, when it went silent like that, my nigga was like awkward. But
yeah, like I didn't know what the hell happened.
nah, that's
Okay,
all.
but yeah, so what we wanted to talk about was good old
Oh,
quarterback
hey,
of the Eagles, Jalen Hurts.
here we go. Here we go. What grinds my gears? Tell them start us off.
So
Start us off. Tell us what's going down.
just to preface what the deal is, it seems as if everybody's doubting that Jalen is one of the elite or upper tier quarterbacks in the league, even after the man has won a Super Bowl and has been to two Super Bowls. And in both Super Bowls, he has played about as well as any quarterback can play, dueling against the great Patrick Mahomes, uh, pretty much outplaying him in both games, even though they lost the first time. That was more the defense's fault. You know, I don't know if you remember what happened at the end of that game, the first Super Bowl that the Eagles and Chiefs faced off against each other in, but they called a real ticky tack foul on one of the corners,
Oh
gave
yeah,
the
yeah,
Chiefs
yeah,
gave
yeah,
the
yeah.
Chiefs
I
a first
remember.
down, and then the Chiefs were able to continue to
I
march
remember.
down. Yeah,
You
they
know, I
continued to march
remember.
down the field. They kicked the field goal and they won the game. I think that's how it ended, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a close game.
Bullshit.
It was a shootout. But anyways, long story short is Jalen played his ass off. He had one mistake early in that game, but after that he played his ass off. And in this game, they took Saquon away from him. They said we're not gonna let Saquon beat us. We're going to see if Jalen Hurts can beat us. Surely enough, Jalen Hurts stepped up to the podium and took the team to task, man. So
And let's not
the
forget,
thing that baffles me is all the other quarterbacks that are, I ain't gonna say all because Patrick doesn't get to face all of them, but quite a few of the quarterbacks that are ahead of Jalen in a lot of these people's power rankings or quarterback rankings, uh, they typically don't play up to par when they play against Patrick. They typically, I don't know if it's them being nervous or whatever because of the opponent, but they don't have their best games. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts, when it comes time to play the best of the best, he always seems to have a good game. You still
and
there? Or are you doing stuff in the background again, man?
nah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm getting riled up. I'm fired up. I've been
So
appalled. Like,
on a different podcast, I'm gonna talk about ESPN, how they ranked Jalen Hurts. But today we're gonna talk about my boy Cam.
Cammy
You know
Cam
I
Cam.
love Cam. You know I
We
love
do.
Cam
We
because
got love for
Cam
Cam Newton.
Newton.
We talked about him before. Cam Newton,
I
not
kill a
Killer
Cam.
Cam.
Nah, Cam Newton, man.
Shout out to
Uh,
Killer Cam because he loves him some Philly too, man.
he
See
does. I
that's
ain't know that.
Yeah, man. That's what see that's what's part of this what grinds my gears because it's just like, yo, throw some respect. All three of y'all like Birdman on our name. Like, yo, I'm tired of this shit. And I don't even know Cam, and it's not even personal towards him, but it's just like it's just added into the comments of people hating on the whole Philadelphia sports franchise organizations. People hating on our fans. People definitely hating on the Eagles. They don't none of that Broad Street bully shit, none of that Bird gang. I mean, they just don't give us. They don't give the team the credit for winning the Super Bowls and the impact we make on the league. They don't give Jalen Hurts the credit. I mean, all right. Let me chill out. Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead.
No, as I was saying, I love Cam because you know I'm a Panthers fan,
I'm
and Cam's the
appalled like
greatest.
a Karen. I'm appalled like a Karen. My bad. I had a Tourette's outbreak or out, whatever they
Yeah,
call it. But go ahead.
outburst, man.
Outburst. Yeah, my shit
Calm
is
down, sit
outbreak.
down, man.
Okay.
As I was saying, I love Cam because I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. That's the greatest quarterback we've ever had in our history of the franchise. I mean, he took us to a Super Bowl in his MVP year. Great player, and if anybody has the clout, the credentials to actually judge quarterbacks, he's one of the guys. But that does not mean that we have to agree with his assessments. And I think that's what leads us to what we're about to talk about today.
Yeah, because honestly, he really could have said, "Yo, Hertz is kind of like me. He did what I didn't finish out doing."
Mm.
So, I mean, because like you said, he went to the Super Bowl. Hurts did the same thing, but he went back and he won the second time. I mean, you could just sit there and just think of that. And I don't know why all the major sports platforms, no, major sports from the indie markets on YouTube to anybody that on all social media. I don't know from the like I said the independent routes to the major platforms to the online content. I don't know why everybody hates on the Eagles, and especially I don't know why they give Jalen Hurts his respect. Let's go with the ring and the Super Bowl appearance, and he hasn't been in the league that long. And I'm gonna show a little proof of the thing he has to fight against. Of course, of what he looks like. Yes, he's a black quarterback that plays into it, and he does get versed against Mahomes. I'm sorry, he just does. because like you was saying, really him and Mahomes are the main two that are kind of like similar in the league of overall. I mean, he just is. And if this man made two Super Bowl appearances, and you damn near might as well, when he made the first one, I mean, he was on rookie status going to the first Super Bowl, and he went up one. And again, like you said, he had a trash call. He went up one against the top contenders, and then he went back, and now second Super Bowl appearance, and now he got a ring. So when they talk about the great quarterbacks and who's really top five in the league, I mean, do the championships count? Do the rings count? Now all of a sudden they don't count. I just want to know why don't. How come they don't count? So just because he didn't, I'm just using basic numbers. Just because he didn't throw for 1,000 yards, but he threw for 700. But he's also got like damn near a lot of leading rushing yards stats that he could put up, and he's still getting the job done. So that's what I'm saying. Like, how come he can't be rated up there with the top five quarterbacks?
I mean, most of the lists are top 10 lists. So
I mean, they don't
for
even want to put him on the top
Cam
10.
I was gonna say Cam left him off the top 10. ESPN at least had him ranked ninth.
Barely made it.
Yeah. I mean, the way I like to look at it is we can start from the end of the list, and
Burrows is
then
slow.
work our way up, right? You know, so like, all right, in Cam's list, he has Baker Mayfield 10th. Uh, how many Super Bowls has Baker Mayfield had? I mean, going to zero. Uh, Baker Mayfield started off his career, you know, okay, up and down, but it was starting to look like he was a bust over there in Cleveland, and that's how he ended up getting traded uh, to the Panthers. He ain't do nothing with us, and then to Tampa Bay, and finally now in Tampa Bay, he has started to get his game together. But
Tua's getting concussions. I'm sorry.
I ain't saying
Tourette's.
nothing about Tua. Tua is not in it.
Tourette's moments, man. I'm
You
sorry.
gotta
I'm
stop
sorry.
that. You gotta do something about that, cuz. But anyways,
Shout out to my
Baker's
Tourette's
nice, but
people.
Baker just got to be nice. Justin Herbert, uh, I don't even know what to say about Herbert, man. He shouldn't even be. He should barely be. I get it with him because he has a lot of arm talent, man. But just because you throw pretty passes, don't mean you the most effective quarterback. And like, dude has just barely gotten into the playoffs the last couple of years,
Thank
and
you.
he pretty much got stomped each time he's been in the playoffs. So I can't hear nothing talk about Justin Herbert. Cam got.
Disclaimer, people. These are just jokes, but Herbert don't even sound like a quarterback name. So take him off the list. I'm sorry. I know I sound like an asshole. My
I
bad.
mean, that's his last name. I ain't gonna lie though, Justin Herbert, when it comes to talent wise, he got it. He just need to.
Change his name so it sounds like a quarterback name.
I
All right,
mean,
my bad. I'm just being stupid.
moving on. CJ Stroud. Now, CJ, you know I love CJ, man. That's my son, man. That's my that's my adopted son,
Yeah.
from another mother and pops.
What the? Well, you did say
Hey man,
adopted, so
don't worry about my son, man. That's my son
don't
right
worry.
there. He should have CJ. Every time I talk about CJ, I have to say this. You should have been drafted number one to the Panthers, man. You should have been drafted number one to the Panthers, and then I could be sitting up here singing your praises, and I will sing your praises because as good as you are, you do deserve to be in the top 10, but just not over Jalen Hurts.
He does. Does deserve to be in
So
the top 10.
Cam has at number 7 Jaden Daniels, and we just go throw that all the way off the list because I mean, he not better than my son CJ, and he was a rookie last year, man. You gotta let him do. You gotta let him perform again. We gotta see what year two look like for him before we can start talking about he a top 10 quarterback. That's crazy work right there. Number 6, Jared Goff. Jared Goff is steady Eddie quarterback, man. He
He's
ain't
a
bad, but he ain't great either.
he's a plant. He is a plant. I seen them plant him from the beginning.
You talking
But
about
that's on
Jared
my
Goff?
third eye conspiracy theory. But I already seen. I remember when he was getting benched and they was trying to push him so hard in these dumbass, goofy looking commercials. Like, oh, what about golf? I'm like, bro, he's golf, bro. Like, I don't know. Go ahead, cuz. I'm just saying he's an
Yeah,
NFL
yeah.
plant. He's an industry
Again,
plant.
Jared Goff deserved probably to be ninth or 10th, but nah. Um, Stafford. Uh,
We kind of talking.
Stafford has shown now that he reached his apex that year that they won the Super Bowl over there for the Rams, and since then he's been slowly but surely aging and going downhill. I mean,
Respect to Stafford. I'm gonna keep it real.
respect to Stafford, man. He's the
Yeah,
only other
yeah.
person that,
I
besides
like.
Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, in this top 10 that has won a Super Bowl recently. So
I
respect
like
to
it.
him, but the man, he's getting older, and Jalen is is he's getting Matthew Stafford is getting older, and he's on the backside of his prime, whereas Jalen Hurts is getting older, but he's reaching up towards his prime, if that makes sense.
You know
So
why?
he's
Because he
getting better while
practices
Stafford's
to
getting
get
worse.
better.
Say it again.
He practices and he works on his game to get better. See, that's another thing they not recognizing in this man's talent. Because when y'all criticize the man, you know what he does? He don't say ish back. He don't complain to no referees. And all you do, you start seeing little posts on social media here and there. Or you might do a press conference, might do a little ESPN special talking about how Jalen Hurts is improving and working on his game. I don't got all the research information in front of me, but believe me, it's out there. I just had to throw that out there. Just had to throw that out there.
Nah, man, you can see it. You can see it, and I've gotten a chance to see it over these last 4 years.
And see,
Pretty
that's
much
what I
every
respect
year.
because I'm tired of these top draft picks coming off and still claiming fame off of a draft pick moment. And it's like, nah, bro. Okay, we know that you're a superior and an exclusive athlete, whatever you want to call it, but that don't mean you can't lose it. That doesn't mean sometimes, hey, if you don't work on it, yeah, you might lose it. Some people are just born with it. But nah, man, put the work in. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mahomes, he complains to refs. We gonna talk about that too. But go ahead, go back to your list, man.
No, what I was gonna say about Jalen is you can just watch year by year, and if you pay attention to him, you will see how he has improved each year. Where it becomes from his pocket presence, uh, timing, uh, just play knowing his plays. Like he's had a different offensive coordinator every year, so he's had basically a different playbook. Like it's tough to keep switching offensive coordinators like pretty much every year and stay on top of your game. And he's done that. So not only is his mentality right as far as being studious in his game, but then he adds that on to his physicality. Anyways, where were we? We was at Stafford. Next, Joe Burrow. Cam got Joe Burrow at fourth. That's the real toss up for me. Like Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow. Burrow is obviously he has better arm talent and the accuracy and all that. I mean, you can't knock Burrow.
Can't.
Uh, but for me, I choose Jalen because Jalen does more winning. Joe Burrow typically, I don't know what it is about whenever they start the season, but it takes him a couple of games to get revved up and into like tip top form. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just a quirk or whatever, but Yeah, man. Like it's just a matter of wins and losses, man. I mean, and then you get to the top three, and Cam has Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen. Now, those three,
Oh yeah, I was about to say, man. Now I ain't gonna
what was you
hate. I'm
about to
gonna keep it
say?
real. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson. They got it. Those are the three quarterbacks that I ain't got nothing to say. They are all better than Jalen, and to me, he's either fourth or fifth. If you want to say Joe Burrow's fourth, that's fine, but Jalen is fifth. And if you're a top five quarterback in the league and you just led your team to a Super Bowl and you've been to two Super Bowls in the last 3 years, I don't see how anybody cannot call you an elite quarterback because you do what the number one thing anybody wants your quarterback to do, and that's get wins.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, to be fair, sorry, I can't rank him anywhere out of the top three. I'm,
Mm,
I'm sorry because Lamar Jackson, I appreciate they actually putting a black quarterback up there. Hell yeah, Mahomes is up there too. But that's another thing about Mahomes. I got to mention one of these ESPN commentators and then piss me off. But yeah, Lamar, bruh, he don't got no Super Bowls. And your accuracy, just your accuracy alone compared to Jalen Hurts, to me, Jalen Hurts is a lot more accurate than Lamar because we see Lamar, he gets frustrated, he starts scrambling. Now he did improve last year. He did come back different player on his like he worked on his physical, his mental. He was a little bit more conservative. But to me, as far as accuracy and completions, yeah, Jalen Hurts did more of that than Lamar Jackson. So, and again, he actually won the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to figure that out. Like, why would you have Lamar over him? Now, Josh Allen got one Super Bowl, correct?
no,
Wait a minute. I thought when DeMar Hamlin came back,
no. They've never even made it to a Super Bowl.
what am I thinking about? Hold
I
up.
don't know what you're thinking about, cuz,
Hold
but
up. Having a foggy moment.
yeah,
Uh, Let me see. Damn, boy, that even proves my point even more.
nah. See, this
Because
is
he
the
doesn't
thing, though.
have
This is the
he
thing, though. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are two totally different beasts than what Jalen Hurts is. It's just Lamar Jackson has two MVPs, and Josh Allen just won the last MVP.
That's right.
They
He
they
just made
they're
it to
just
the
different beasts.
it was he just made it to the AFC championship.
Well, yeah, Josh Allen has made it to like is it
AFC
two or three
championship.
of those things? He's made it like 3 times to the AFC Championship.
But he never won any of them.
Nah, because he kept losing to Patrick. I mean, yeah, he kept losing to Patrick
We
Mahomes.
lost. I remember we lost Patrick. See, shout out to at Straight Shooters '94. So we correct these facts because there be a lot of ninjas out here online. Just they be talking loud and yeah, they be tripping up on their facts sometimes. So I can admit I tripped up on mine. I swore I knew he was close, but I thought that whole DeMar Hamlin run and all that when he had the injury, I thought they came back and they went to the Super Bowl. But then I'm wrong. Okay, I thought
Nah,
they I thought they did like a whole comeback thing like Katrina for the New Orleans Saints. You know, they conveniently won the Super Bowl that year right after Katrina to give the city
yeah,
some
that's
hope.
nasty work. That's are you? Is that a conspiracy theory? What are we
I
doing?
mean, the new
No, no, no.
the
I felt that way
Patriots.
too.
I mean, the Patriots
And
started
the
getting
Patriots
hot right
were
after
very
not the Patriots.
patriotic. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What
they
was it?
got hot. I
2000?
mean, they won. The New England Patriots won the year of 9/11.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another show. That's
Anyways,
another
we'll get
show.
to football conspiracies and well, all sports
That's a,
conspiracies another time.
that's another show. Don't get me started. But we talking about this conspiracy right now. So that's why I'm glad I
conspiracy
have
to
you
keep
here. So
the
we're ranking.
conspiracy to keep Jalen Hurts out of the top 10
So we're
quarterback.
ranking. We're ranking two other quarterbacks over Jalen Hurts that couldn't complete it to get to the Super Bowl just because they could do some pretty passes. But he's
No,
had more Super Bowl appearances in both of them, and he's
no,
actually
no, no,
won more.
no. This is not about just throwing the ball. Uh, which
I mean,
Lamar, I think, like you said, Lamar. I would say Lamar and Jalen are about equal as far as throwing the ball. Even though Lamar got a fucking cannon, he got a way stronger arm. Josh has both a stronger arm and he's more accurate. Uh, they're just different, man. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are just different. They just
and they are, and I
they
like
they
I like
they
Josh Allen.
and Jalen is considered also a running quarterback, and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson both do that better than him too. So
But see, my thing is, even if he's not perfect with it throughout the season, when he's called to do something like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, he does it, he executes it, he does it even better, and he wins.
well, when he's called upon to make plays, he does that better.
I
Not to
mean,
do, don't conflate that with doing what they do. Because Jalen Hurts is not going to scramble out the pocket like Lamar Jackson and boom, take off and be in the end zone 70 yards later
I mean,
in,
he had he,
in like
but
3 seconds.
he
He's not
invented a
gonna do that. He's
whole
not gonna do that. He
he
ain't.
invented a whole rushing play
Oh
that the
no, yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah.
league
He
adapted
he
called the
has.
brotherly push. It was a tush push, and then they had to pause it. They called the brotherly push, and he had the whole league on it.
Yes, he could do that.
I mean, I thought quarterbacks are about. Yes, I get the whole precision and accuracy and completion and everything you can rate a quarterback, but I thought when we really rate a quarterback, I thought it goes by execution and getting the job done. I thought that was the most thing overall. Because, like you said, you could be a quarterback throwing pretty passes all day, every day, but when it comes down to it, and them owners like Jerry Jones and Buss's families, and they come down and be like, "Hey, did you win any championships yet? Or have you at least won some conference championships? What's up?" I know Jalen Hurts would stay. I don't know about the rest of them ninjas. I'm just
I'm
saying.
glad you said that, and that is true. And that's what makes Jalen a top 5 quarterback, despite the fact that other quarterbacks may be more talented and more gifted than him.
Josh
He
Allen got leadership. Mahomes got leadership. Jalen Hurts got leadership. I'm sorry, Lamar, you got some leadership, but you get all making your whole contract thing public, which is cool. I get it as a black man, you standing like, nah, I need to get paid like the rest of them out here. But I mean, when it contract negotiation with Jalen Hurts, we didn't hear none of that. He stayed on that leadership mode, which I know is hard at that level when you got to be concerned for your own career, your own pockets. But he stays a leader 24/7. You don't even hear no BS about him. Every time you hear about anything outside of his life in football, it's just about the crew that he keeps and the black woman that he's about to marry. Like, come on. I'm just saying. I see Jalen Hurts in the Nickelodeon commercials with the kids. Who don't love the kids? Where you at, Mahomes? You over there making State Farm commercials. Jalen Hurts loves the kids. Do you love the kids? I'm just saying. No, I'm
that's a
sure he do. I'm sure
nasty
he
narrative, man.
do.
You gonna try to put Mahomes against the kids, man. How you gonna do that?
Because man, hey, every time I see Jalen on the screen, and one of them I got hyped because the commercial. I know he's up there in like Northeast Philly with them kids because I recognize like how the houses are built, and I can recognize like one of them one of our parks, and he's just always is always like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts is going to do this. Watch Jalen Hurts with the kids and with the community." All he, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like, what's up? So, what's up, Josh Allen? How come I don't see you with the kids? What's up, man? You don't love the kids? Nah, let me stop, man. I'm just I carry this on my shoulders, man. I'm tired of people hating on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm tired of people hate. Okay, I know we in the middle of our list, but do people realize when the Eagles have been winning the Super Bowl? Now I know we come into the game late bloomers. As Philadelphians, we can accept that because one of our things we work off of merit, hard workers, your character, and we are on some win, lose, or draw. So it don't matter with us. Just as long as you put in the effort. So do people realize every time we win the Super Bowls, we are doing the league a favor? We are taking down the Giants, the unbeatables. We changed up Brady's career. We made Patrick Mahomes go in the car and cry 2 times. I'm just saying. And on top of that, the league is so against us. We worked with playing with the fouls. Do you realize when we played the Patriots, Brady's last year, they was trying to get us out the game so hard. We had more fouls against the Eagles than the Patriots, and we still won the Super Bowl. And then they did that bullshit again with us on this last Super Bowl against Kansas City. They tried to do that shit again, and we still won. So that's what I'm saying. How come they just can't give us our credit? Are we just gonna be the forever hated that team, the underdog team? If we are, just let me know, give me the memo, and I'm cool with it. But at least just give us like a couple of like a whole 2 weeks of respect when we win the Super Bowl and just talk about us. And I don't need to hear anything about what Kansas City and what their plans are doing. And matter of fact, Kansas City, you should be thanking us. Again, yeah, I said it. You should be thanking us because we gave you and we prepared and we gave you the blueprint to half of your goddamn offense. We gave you Andy Reid. Yes, I said it again. We gave you Andy Reid. Andy Reid caught all that swag from Philly when he was playing with McNabb. Let's not forget. So y'all got some of our DNA. Sorry, go ahead, cuz I digress. I know that was a lot.
Yeah, that was definitely a lot. You went off on some crazy tangents there, but all
But
right.
it's true.
Brought it back home. Not all of it, but you brought it back home at the end. So you landed that plane.
They wasn't expecting. Andy Reid got his blueprint from working with got what? And shout out to
Well, a
Andy
lot of
Reid.
stuff he implements into their offense did start from his time here in Philly.
All right, so go ahead. Give us some more fun facts. I'm about to do something in the background.
Nah, man, I think I pretty much said everything I needed to say, man. Like, I don't know how far I would extend the list as far as the top 10 quarterbacks, not right off the top of my head, but I already gave my top five. That's Mahomes. Uh, number two and number three is tough because that's Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Number four, uh, I'll give it to Joe Burrow. And number five, Jalen Hurts, man. As I said before, if you a top five quarterback in the league, you've been to two Super Bowls, you led your team to winning one, you played great in both Super Bowls, you've been to the playoffs every year that you've been in the league, you've uh what else? I guess they not you've not had a losing record in the season every year that you started. Um what else, man? different
Why are you
offensive
putting him at number
different
5
offensive
though?
coordinator every year. Like Jalen Hurts has been through a lot and has done a lot of winning, and that's what makes him an elite quarterback in my eyes.
But why are you putting him out of the top 3?
Oh, because he's because number one is Patrick, and number two and three is Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
But Josh Allen, okay,
I ain't no buts.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, I always try to make this clear. I don't hate on Mahomes. Mahomes is a great quarterback. If he keeps doing what he's doing and he don't let this loss get in his head, all outside of some Eagles fan bullshit, like, yeah, bro, you gotta go down, he can be one of the greats. So he can have that number one. Me personally, I'm putting Jalen Hurts up there number one because lately Mahomes has been kind of turning into a one trick man, like one trick in his hat and that's it. But that's what
Whoa,
makes
whoa, whoa,
sports
whoa! Time out, time out, time out. What kind of one trick are you talking about? Because
because he relies
before this
because
past season,
Mahomes
before
he
wait. I'm trying to get you before you say something messed up.
I'll stay saying something messed up, bro. You coming from my
Ah,
Eagles.
keep in mind before you say what you about to say that Patrick Mahomes won the last two Super Bowls before this year.
Yeah, I know. I know
Okay,
what he did.
so
I
I
know
don't
what
know
he
what this
did.
one trick pony stuff is, all
The
that you was
one
about to
trick,
say.
so from last
What's
season,
his
and
one
maybe
trick? His ability to win games.
that was a good one. That was a
Cause,
mother. I
cause,
like that shit.
cause if
Can't
that's his
deny
one
it.
trick, then
He's like, "What's his one trick, sir?" Because last time I checked, the boy's amazing. His daddy black, his daddy black.
yeah, well, I bet the white people forget that. But
You want me to do it in the barbershop? Hey, you know what daddy black, right? And mama like a quarter. But anyway, um, no, his one trick is that we saw from anybody paid attention. See, I pay attention to everything in the game. From the stats, from the players, the chemistry, the market, the business, the money, everything, right?
we're gonna
But
find out.
hey, shout out to your athletes, but some of this personal life that we know about y'all can kill that. I don't need to know none of that shit. It's really messing up the game. But anyway, um, Mahomes has been exposed. Now, somebody was talking, I can say this talks to blasphemy, like, yo, Mahomes is trash. I'm like, all right, bro, I don't know about all that. Like I said, I'm a Philly fan. Like, we raw with it. Like, we'll talk about
Oh,
our
you gonna
own
say it or not?
from the beginning. He relies on the refs. It was countless games last season where he was so frustrated about calls. And I'm looking at him like, all right, bro, I know you do some amazing ish, but yeah, we could tell you are coddled and babied by the refs. If you don't get your way, you throw a fit. Last time I checked, Jalen Hurts don't get his way. He just goes to the drawing board and he just improves and adapts like he's Peyton Manning on the audible play when you playing the old Madden.
That's it. That's what
I
you,
mean, no, that is a big thing because if you look at a lot
bro.
of his
Yo,
games,
nah,
he
man,
was so mad about getting calls. Ooh, man, that was like, bro. So you get a
bro. That's
call?
every.
Nah, man,
That's
he's a baby.
yo.
He's a
That's every
crybaby.
quarterback that
Nah, he
that
is a
went in that.
crybaby. He is a cry. Well, if you so great, don't complain about it. Cause like I said again, Jalen Hurts don't complain. He just be like, well, fuck it. He'll yell at Sirianni and have a beef with him before he even talks to the ref. You know why? Cause he's a real ninja.
That's hilarious. No, I will say that I do believe the Chiefs were getting a lot of bogus calls, but I would not say that that's a part of Patrick Mahomes' game. So
And like I said, I'm ready to be compared, proven wrong because hey, like I said, the man is great. I can't deny the talent. Okay.
bro,
So
Patrick don't need no calls to beat you.
hey, well, Patrick, show us.
He could
Because
all the
just
all the
like
crying is inconsequential, man. There's plenty of other quarterbacks
mm,
that cry to the refs too.
I mean he
That
got
don't
them
mean
Brady tendencies. I mean, yeah, Brady, I know you pulled off 7 rings, but there was a lot
man, we're
of
not gonna go down this
don't
road
get
of
me
how many
started.
quarterbacks then cried to the refs before. They all have and they all will at some point.
It's one thing to complain about some penalties, but they didn't change rules and policies behind YouTube. And I'm like, come on, bro. This is too much. Even Brady said it out of his own mouth. He was like, well, damn, I don't know how defense is even gonna, I'm paraphrasing it, but basically he's like, I don't even know how defense is gonna play defense.
I know, I know. I saw when he said that.
I mean, but I still, yeah, those are some great quarterbacks, but I still don't understand. Outside my bias, at least he got to be number two.
Who?
Give him Jalen Hurts.
Nah.
Who else compared to both of them? Who else has the same type of years they put in and did what they did? It's only basically Mahomes, and then it just goes to Hurts.
No. Because Josh Allen and and Lamar Jackson
Josh is not even
outside
winning
outside of
AFC championships.
outside was it's hard for
That's why I asked
let me
you.
let
I
me talk
thought,
to you. Let me talk to you real
go
quick.
ahead, talk to me, talk to me.
It's
Mr.
hard
Captain, fall in line. He said,
it's
shut up.
it's hard for
Why you gotta make me look bad in front of the people?
hey man, you did that to yourself.
Damn. I did a Shannon Sharp. I self sabotage. Shots fired.
Yeah. Josh Allen has had to play against Patrick Mahomes pretty much every year he's been in the playoffs.
Okay.
You're not gonna win if you got to keep playing Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, we had to do it too.
Yeah, I'm talking about to get to the Super Bowl. Now, then there's also Lamar Jackson. Now, Lamar Jackson, he hasn't shown up that much in his playoff games. I give him that. He hasn't played his best. But when he did, he still ended up playing Patrick Mahomes, or he played Josh Allen
I
and
mean,
lost.
he's got some.
So,
He got some. He
so
got. He got an AFC championship.
when great quarterbacks keep having to play each other, somebody got to lose and somebody got to win. Now, on the flip side, in the NFC, what's the other quarterbacks that Jalen Hurts has had to come up against?
Ah, here we go.
Like,
Here we go.
now,
Here we
I,
go.
I ain't saying they trash, but what I'm saying is, so
Same.
Matt Stafford is probably the best one. And
Josh,
where would you rank Matt Stafford at?
I thought Josh Allen at least had. Well, see, Stafford. Honestly, I could throw him up in the top five because he got some rings. He's got some
You can't
championship
just anoint
games.
people just over rings.
No, but
You
see,
gotta
when it comes
still
to the
you
quarter,
gotta still put in their ability to
when
do things on the field.
the only difference is when
And
it
you gotta
comes.
also think about this too. Stafford is like I said, when they won a couple years ago, a few years ago now, he was still at his apex. He is older now. This man is like 37, 38 years old. He almost 40. He is going out the league. He is on the downslope, man. He's not as good as he was then. Now, if we was talking about that Matthew Stafford from a couple years back, yeah, but he not that same player no more. Injuries is wearing him down, so he
Okay.
can't going into the next year. He can't be thought of as good as he was. He's not even going to be as good as he was last year. And when he played, he was pretty good.
I'm sorry, Josh. I gotta throw you out. I at least was giving you one AFC championship. You didn't even win the championship. I'm sorry. I guess I just rate quarterbacks different from all the other players in the league because one of the main things is a quarterback. You have to lead, and you have to get your team to win. And I feel you can't be no top three quarterback if you don't even got an AFC championship. Come on, man. At least Lamar Jackson got an AFC championship.
No, he
But you
doesn't.
don't even got an AFC championship under your
Lamar
belt.
Jackson does not have one either.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Hold
time
up.
out. What do you think it means to have an AFC championship? To have an AFC championship means you have to go to the Super Bowl.
Wait, when did he get his big contract?
I don't know, 2 years ago, I think. The year before last.
I thought the year of his big contract. No, wait. He
And
came back.
let
I thought the,
me tell
I
you
thought the
something.
year after he got
Let
that
me tell you
money,
something about this
I
nigga
thought he
Patrick
went.
Mahomes. See, the thing you keep forgetting about this nigga Patrick Mahomes is every year he's been in the league, he's been in the Super Bowl, except for 2 different years. One year he got beat by Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game. The other year he got beat by Joe Burrow in the AFC Championship game. Other than that, this nigga Patrick Mahomes been to the Super Bowl every single year. And that's why nobody else in the AFC has a AFC championship besides Burrow. And Burrow, in a way, Burrow kind of got lucky. It was like he was on a great run and they barely beat them.
Damn. So that even proves my point even more.
It don't prove your point more.
We got two, not even rings, but championshiplessness quarterbacks
Yeah,
over
but they
Hurts.
also have something that Jalen Hurts does not have. And that's called MVP.
Ah
Now it's
man, here we
also
go.
now let me talk about this nigga Patrick Mahomes again because it's also hard to get MVPs around this nigga, and that goes for everybody, not just the niggas in the AFC. Because Patrick Mahomes already has. Wait, does he have three? No, I think he only has two. I'm
Hey,
gonna
hey,
have to
hey.
double check that, but he already. I think he has two or three MVPs already.
Look
I
here,
want to say.
fact checker. You gotta
I
have all the
want to say
facts
it's
straight.
just two.
Only I can mess up the facts. We need one of us to have all the facts straight.
No, because this nigga wins so fucking much.
You said he's so good. He just eliminating. Well, it could have been
Okay, okay,
or
okay. Here it is. He has two league MVPs and three Super Bowl MVPs. There we go.
damn Lamar, you fooled me. Like I
That's
swear,
not
after he
Lamar.
got
That's
that.
Patrick.
No, I know. I'm just talking out loud. I swore after he got that money and he negotiated all that time, he finally like it was like he won the court trial. I thought he pulled off an AFC championship. Damn.
So you thought he went to a Super Bowl? Name what Super Bowl you thought he played in.
And then that's where you prove me wrong. And that's why I corrected myself because he wasn't in no Super Bowl. Cause it was like, you was almost there. So I don't know. I guess I just rank quarterback when I rank
All right. So
quarterbacks.
so how much do MVPs matter to you then?
MVPs don't matter to me because when I look
Nah,
at a
well then
quarter,
then nah, no, I can't.
because then so again, so what happens
They
if
don't just give out MVPs.
when it comes down to numbers, you could be the most winningest MVP quarterback, but if your whole franchise like, yo, we need a Super Bowl, and you're the one perspective for it, but you just keep getting MVPs, they're gonna be like, that's nice, but we need a Super Bowl.
Yes, they will be like that. I understand that. But outside of Patrick Mahomes, only one nigga in the league got two MVPs. That's Lamar.
I guess I rank. You know what it is? I rank quarterbacks different from everybody else.
Ah,
Only in this
uh,
sport. Now, if it was basketball, baseball, I'm not putting it on the pitcher. I'm not
I
putting it
think
on.
I think
I'm
what
not.
it is you not seeing the entire scope of what
I
goes
get all
into
that.
how you
I
should
get
rate
all that.
somebody. Well, I
But
can't even tell you how you should rate somebody. That's your own criteria. You got your own criteria.
no,
But
but I
the way what is your criteria then?
no.
How
My
do you
whole
rate the quarterbacks?
it's got to be overall. See, I put it like this because comparison to other
No, no,
sports.
no. What you're saying, if you got Jalen Hurts second, then it ain't overall. You can't say that and then you can't say both of those things because both of those things don't go together. Jalen Hurts being the second best quarterback in the league and saying you got to look at it overall, that don't mix. Unless you go tell me what you mean by overall.
I mean by overall everything, and then basically those championships, them conference championships, and those rings because you're the quarterback. Yes, you could be the greatest quarterback, but I honestly, a lot of times when you're looked at as a great quarterback, they have to look at you to be able to see if you can lead a team and you can take them to victory. And that's honestly half of a quarterback. With basketball, I never put it on the point guard to lead the whole team. In baseball, I don't put it on the pitcher and the
Whoa, time
catcher.
out, time out,
To,
time out. The point guard is literally your leader of your team. He's
I,
an automatic. Your point guard is
I know,
automatically a leader
I
of your
know.
team.
That's why I was making the point. In those other, basically these other sports, I don't put it on those positions as to whether you're one of the greatest point guards in the league right now or you're one of the greatest pitchers or in hockey if you're whoever the captain is, like if you're one of the greatest. In football, I'm sorry, I just rank it as like, because just like they say, if the team loses, they look at the coach, and the second person they honestly don't mention a lot. They say the team wins and the coach loses, but the other person they really look at too, like right next to the coach as 1B, is the goddamn quarterback. And I'm sorry, if you don't even, I was shooting bail to them. I thought of now Josh Allen was questionable. I thought that whole DeMar Hamlin and the whole league was rooting for them. I thought they made it further than what they did. And then Lamar Jackson, I thought after that contract, I know he was on fire that year. I thought he at least got an AFC championship. Now you proving my thing even more on how I judge it. They don't even got championships. Like, hey, that's nice. You a quarterback and you MVPing. That's nice. But the whole point of a quarterback, you got to lead your team and you got to lead the offense and defense. You don't even play defense. You got to lead special teams. That all that shit falls on you. And when you win and you bring your team, you leading them like Moses is splitting waters. You they second coming to Jesus. You they Muhammad to Islam. And you bringing them to the promised land. That's my overall for the quarterbacks. That's what it's about. You have all these nice, like you said, you throwing these pretty passes, but them pretty passes ain't correlating to at least AFC championships and NFC championships. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. Cause they gonna be looking to cut you. No, they gonna the coach is gonna be like, look, man, I know you're popular, you're bringing, but the owners are like, nah, you're not getting it done. Cause you didn't even bring us one championship. Or you didn't bring us one ring or appearance. So what are we talking about here? I guess I'm the weird looking one. Cause like you put in that new intro, we got a different perspective. And hell yeah, I do got a different perspective. Like I just do. I mean, you should rate him top three just because he knows how to adapt as a quarterback. Like he can adapt and he can change up his whole game. He gets the criticism, he hears it, he works on it, he
He,
improves, and then he executes.
he not the only quarterback that
I
is
mean,
in the
I
league
know.
right now
I
that's
know.
doing
But
that.
I'm just talking about big shit right now. I
Yeah, you
shouted out
are.
Lamar Jackson. I said he came back and he improved in
All right.
his
Well, if
game and
you
got
think
better.
that's the basically to you, it come down to just leading your team to winning. That's your criteria.
Yeah, it's got a big
It
weight
ain't
in it.
about it ain't about your skill set and anything else. Then,
Because that's the thing, even with a skill
but this
set,
is the
yeah,
problem.
he
The
doesn't
problem
have
with
a
that. The problem with that is to have a more thorough analysis of a quarterback. You have to think about skills and arm talent and stuff like that.
but when we
Like,
call him to do it, he does
because
it.
no, when he's called upon to make plays, he does it because the plays are tailored to his skill sets. Like
Didn't
he, this is where things get murky because if he had to do like let's say what Joe Burrow had to do last year to try to even win games or be close in games, he would not be able to do it because that team was only built to air it out. Like he got two receivers and they just throw the ball damn near every play. Jalen Hurts can't win that way. He has to win the way that he plays. They have simple passing plays. He executes them, and then they run the ball a lot. In fact, running the ball is the main thing, whether it's handing it off to Saquon or the quarterback keeper runs, and then you add in the tush push. His ability to run the ball is a big part of his game.
I mean,
And
I've seen him made some 80
and
yard precision
yes,
passes.
every quarterback you will see every quarterback do that, and that's in the NFL. Every quarterback can do that, or else they wouldn't make it to the league. But that's not his game. His game ain't to just be sitting back there throwing 80-yard bombs. And I mean that sounds outrageous anyways, because nobody's just gonna sit back there doing that. But his what I'm saying is his game ain't to air it out. His game is ball control. That's his game. That's the style of player he is. Sure, they will bust out big plays. Saquon is gonna bust out big runs. AJ Brown will catch bombs. Devontae Smith will catch bombs, but they set all those big plays up by the little plays. They work their way downfield, and then when they catch you lacking, that's when they hit you over the top with a big play. It's not like Joe Burrow or even Patrick Mahomes. When Patrick Mahomes has the right receivers, he could just sit up there and just pick you apart. Boom, air it out, air it out, air it out. 20-yard pass, 15-yard pass, 30-yard pass, touchdown.
Well,
That's not how Jalen Hurts works. He's
he
not
can't
that
do
type
it.
of player because he cannot do that. He is not capable of doing that. Can he hand the ball off? You run for
Ooh,
5
see,
yards.
it's the capability part. That part, man, that makes me cringe. Because I swear, when they say he ain't capable of doing this, he comes back out, boom, and he be
No, it's
capable.
not that it's not that he's not capable of doing it in individual plays. I'm saying he's not capable of an offense being designed like that for him to try to execute. You got to understand the nuances of it. Like I
Goddamn
said, his
advice.
game is to one for the Eagles, their offense, the best thing for them is to run the ball first, hit their short to intermediate passes, and then every so often pick their spots where they want to hit you with big plays. It's not just be sitting back there in the pocket just waiting every down. Oh, we gonna hit a 50-yard bomb every down, or 30-yard pass play, or 20-yard play. That's not how their offense is ran, and why? Because that's not conducive to Jalen's skill set. And
We made the league test the fourth down when you had to put it all on the line. I'm just putting that out there.
you talking about fourth and ones?
Nigga, we've had some fourths and fives. They
Yes.
weren't all four. They weren't all fourths and ones, but
Typically, the Eagles have fourth and one, man.
I know. But see, this is when ain't nobody giving us our credit.
I am giving you
Sirianni, I
credit. You want
trusted
to know
your
why I'm giving you
process.
credit? I'm giving you credit because most teams, when they have third and six or more, they feel like they have to throw the ball 8 to 10 yards downfield. When the Eagles get third and six or more, they say, let's say it's third and eight. The Eagles say it's third and eight. They say, we going for it on fourth down because what we got to do on third down is all we got to do is get six out of this, not 6 out of 8, 7 out of 8 yards. We could throw it short, get 7 yards because we know we following up with the tush push. Now Jalen can do that. That's what I'm
See, you good.
saying. This is
You
part of the
good.
stuff he can do.
He he
This
he
is
got
where
me.
this is where the part where you
He got me,
trust him.
ladies and
You
gentlemen.
trust him in these short yardage and medium yardage situations because he can execute those plays.
He got me. You got me. You good. You good. You got it. You figured it out. See, this is why we had to do this content tonight. You figured it out. I figured it out. So I appreciate it. I'm gonna give you your little mini flowers right now. So my frustration, but I figured it out. I had no more frustrations. The league and the whole sports universe is against us because the Eagles, we an unorthodox team. and we do unorthodox and we win unorthodox. And that's basically what it is. They look at us and they be like, yo, how do they win this game? But we did it.
It's not really that unorthodox.
I
The
mean,
only unorthodox thing that the Eagles do is the tush push. Other than that,
nah, that
they
fourth
basically
ain't
just
nobody was playing with that fourth down like the way
that's what I
we
just
were.
said. That's exactly what I just said.
Oh, you meant the tush push going into the fourth. Oh, okay, okay. I wasn't
No,
just
I mean the tush
keeping.
push is typically what the Eagles do on fourth down.
Oh yeah, yeah. But not to get into full details. But
Or
you
are you
go
talking about just the fact of going for it on fourth down?
going for it on fourth down. Um, just some of the way when it's basically not to because it's going that's going to go a whole 2 hour conversation. When typically teams would throw the ball, we run, and when typically teams would run the ball, we throw. Um, doing doing special team calls and the way we do it, the way we execute it. I mean, of course, there's clips and highlights you can watch. But if you go through that, especially for the past 2 years, when everybody was looking at Sirianni crazy, I even was calling like, "Yo, what are you doing?" But I trusted this process, unlike the Sixers process, because I know that grind shit gears. Let me
No,
not start with
don't
that.
do that.
But Sirianni, I can't put him more as an unorthodox coach. You don't know what you're going to get. He does adapt and change his game. So I think that's pretty. It's kind of some of it. Some of that factor what it comes down to. People just don't know what they're going to get with the Eagles and how we're going to win because they do. And I think that's why well, I've been liking the Eagles, but I think that's why I even been loving them more for the past 4 years because we will literally just scratch the drawing board and change up the whole shit. Like you said, from the changing up the offense and defense coordinators. Sometimes we have a player in, yeah, we're gonna keep him here, but nah, we trading him up in mid season, like yeah. So we've been doing that. I even talked to diehard Eagles fans. They be like, hey, for these past 5 years, sometimes I didn't know who was in our backfield, especially with defense, because we was trading and getting rid of players, getting new players so often. I was like, yeah. But we respected it because we knew it was good. Because it's like, yo, we just like I said, we scratched the whole drawing board and we just start up again. We just hit him with some new shit. So so yeah, I get it now. This is some good therapy for me. I appreciate that, Mr. Phone. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I think you need to actually watch more Eagles games.
Nah, I watch them. I watch them. I
And
watch
not
them.
just those Dallas games.
And pause, super pause. But nah, the Eagles have
The Eagles
reinvented.
won in the most conventional way you could win last year. They ran the ball. They
Yeah,
ran
that's
the
what I
ball
said.
down
Last
people's
year,
throat.
the year before that, they were winning on the last minute, playing with some bullshit. They literally
Oh well,
did
the
because
year
I.
before that, they had a trash coordinators. They they they
But
were
that's what I'm.
lucky to win. They were lucky to win the games they won last year,
But
just
that's what I'm.
because just because the team has some kind of continuity from the year before.
But that
The
proves
the
my point.
players the players had to make up for the lack of offensive and defensive coordinators,
But
and
that
then
proves my point.
the defense fell apart. So that's what really did them in.
I know
Not this past season, but the year before.
you're talking about the details, but that proves my point. Like you said, the year before that it was crazy. This year was conventional. So that's what I'm talking about. Where a
Yeah, but
team,
the crazy
com-
year wasn't successful. So it's not
it
like that
wasn't.
wasn't a winning formula. They was
But
winning by pulling victories out their ass. It wasn't
y-
good.
it
See,
wasn't
that's another
good.
thing too. That's another thing too. It shows that that Jalen needs consistency. That's just and that goes to like how his personality is. That's not a knock against him. That is a that is part of his. That's a good character trait that he has.
But
He's always tried to be consistently uh up to a certain standard. He doesn't work well when there's chaos around him. Like He likes to stabilize things. That's why you see him on the sideline, whether things are going good or bad. He pretty much generally has the same look on his face, like, "Yep, what I got to do next." And I know in that year before when things were bad, underneath though that outside look, he was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Like I can't let it show on my face, but inside I know he was in turmoil, trying to fix this shit. And
Nah, you're
that's the
right.
thing about him. When he
So
when
let
he
me
can he can have stability, he succeeds at the highest level. When things are
let
chaotic, he not the type of player that can just work well with chaos. That's not his vibe.
see. I think he can because he
It's
has
shown that he
a
can. So I don't know where you think he
he has
can,
the
but
ability. He's
because
okay. Okay. He has the ability to adapt. So even if he doesn't work good in chaos, he adapts and then he could recognize it and he's like, yo, this chaos, let me fix it. So I'd rather you, even though if you're not equipped to work in chaos, I'd rather you have the skill and abilities to adapt on a high level and be like, oh, okay, I recognize a problem, let me fix it. So let me reword myself. So it's not because I know you all about details. Post 2018 championship season, Meek Mill put out the championships album. That was a perfect year. Shout out to Meek. Shout out to Nick Foles and the whole squad. Post that. And when Jalen came in, the thing I was saying that they're unorthodox and they can reinvent themselves. Because you proved my point. When you said, yo, the one time they was just pulling victories out their ass. And then the next time they came back and they were playing more conventional and even going back to when he made his first Super Bowl appearance. So what I'm getting at overall, I see a lot of franchises when they go through them patches, not all of them, but majority of them, and this separates the winners from the losers, they end up getting stagnant. Then they get problems. Then they making all these crazy trades. They don't know whether to get rid of the staff or get rid of some players or get a new draft pick or trade. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is the Eagles, they're they know how to reinvent and they're unconventional because they don't stay with the same playing program every time. They change it up to see what they got to do to get the win. So that's what I meant about that. Because again, I see a lot of
yeah,
play
but
when those organizations when they run into them problems. If this wasn't the Eagles or another team, this second they would have been waiting a whole nother 5 years for a second Super Bowl appearance and then they might have not won until like another I don't know on the sixth or the fifth or the sixth year. Like it would take them longer, but the Eagles recognized it and they reinvented it and they changed it because I've seen since McNabb the Eagles they were about speed and every year they've been getting faster and it seems like the Eagles be on like speed with everything. Yo, speed on offense, defense, speed on yo. If we got a problem, let's assess it. Let's change it right now. Let's get back to it. I mean, that's what I recognize, and
yeah,
that's what
but
I'm saying about the
that's credit to the GM.
see it. But see, with football, it takes the whole team because football is such a wearing
Yeah,
sport.
but the
So yeah, you
GM
got the
puts the team together.
yeah, but you can
The
have
GM
amazing
is the
GMs.
person that
Jerry,
hires.
look, I don't even like the Cowboys. Jerry Jones is an amazing GM, but he makes all these. He puts these like he, again going back to your pretty passes. These pretty pass teams, he puts them together. They're great. Hey, I don't like the Cowboys, but I gotta admit, yo, y'all got a good squad. But guess what? They don't be coming out winning shit.
Well, that's because he gets lame duck head coaches.
But see that
It don't
goes
matter if your
into a.
personnel is straight if your coaching is sorry.
But see, sometimes your coaching can be fired and it can carry the team. But if your coach, they might be a good coaching squad, but if the team ain't getting with it, that's what I'm saying. So that's why the Eagles can reinvent. It don't matter what part of their organization, they change it up on the field, the GM, the admin, the staff, whatever they got to do. From whoever takes out the trash, I mean, I don't know, whoever waxes the floors at night, cuts the grass or the turf, like they reinvent and they change it. Other organizations they don't be on that type of time. They
Listen,
really don't.
I listen. I mean, well, some organizations do, but I agree with this organizational thing that you're talking about. but this doesn't apply specifically to Jalen Hurts, his skill set. It doesn't apply to his skill set. We
Oh nah, it
seen
doesn't. It doesn't apply. It doesn't apply to that. I agree on this one. Hey, if they gonna put him up in the top three, so be it. I just like you said. I just look at
no, I
it.
mean
I just rate
he in
them.
your top three and you have your criteria, but in my criteria, he's outside of the top three. See, he makes up a lot of what he lacks in talent and arm talent and what is it like just certain like skills of a quarterback. Like there's certain skills when it comes to accuracy and stuff like that and throwing the ball that he just not there. And it's not a knock to him, it's just facts.
I mean,
Like
hey,
he
I
can't
wouldn't take
throw.
it as a knock.
It's not. It sound like a knock. It sound crazy because it sound like a knock. It's not like he can't throw the ball 60 yards downfield, 70 yards, but be it. Yes, he can do
Yes, he
that.
can do that.
But
But
it's not
it's
like
not
it's not the same as being able to fucking throw a 50-yard pass on a rope in 20-mile an hour wind blowing straight sideways and hit a man on the dime between a safety and a corner, like with somebody draped off you like Josh Allen can. You get what I'm saying? That's just special. It's a special thing that he can do that Jalen cannot do. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things like that, or certain things like Lamar. Lamar could be trapped in the backfield with three dudes came rushing free and he could break all their ankles,
With no
scramble
championships,
out, and then boom, next thing you know, 60 yards down the field in three
with no
seconds, he just
rings.
scored a touchdown. These are things that's like in their games that Jalen doesn't possess. It's like saying like Jalen Hurts can't do the same shit Michael Vick do. Can you agree with that?
I don't know.
Michael Vick on the Atlanta Falcons, the shit he was doing. Do you think Jalen Hurts could do any of that? Let's be real.
The running part or
We
the
talking about the
passing
running
part.
part. This is the part. This is the part where I'm talking about skills and abilities, shit that he don't got. He can't
Nah,
do
you
that.
got it because after post injury, he definitely he needs to stay away clear. He just needs to stay away clear from that. So nah, he ain't gonna do what Vic do.
Post injury, pre injury, the nigga ain't never had no fucking 4.2 speed or whatever Mike Vick had.
Ah,
He ain't
yeah,
never
but
had
damn,
that.
but damn,
And, and,
damn.
and, and Lamar, and guess who got it? Lamar got it. So this is what I mean by these different things. And then when I talk about Josh Allen, like Josh Allen is kind of like he the white Cam Newton. And when you think of Cam, when Cam was at his best and he was every time he scored touchdown, acting like he was Superman coming out the damn suit into his Superman suit. That's what Josh Allen could do. Like these are physical abilities and then certain arm talent skill sets that Jalen Hurts don't got. He makes up for that by executing the things he do got. Like this is the problem with the quarterbacks. In fact, let's put it like on people that are more talented but ain't getting it done. Like Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert got all the arm talent in the world and can't find a way to make himself win. Sometimes it's on his team, but a lot of times it's on him. He make mistakes. He be throwing untimely interceptions. Maybe it's because he believed too much in his arm. I don't know. But
Dear
but
God, I like
Jalen
to
Hurts,
praise my
see,
arm.
this
Arm,
is
do
the
you
part
hear me?
about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts will not throw a pass that he know he can't make. People with superior arm talent, they try shit. That's why Brett Favre had so many interceptions. That's
I
why
mean,
Cam had so many crazy passes, or Josh Allen. Sometimes you see these players that got arms like that. They will try
but
crazy
doesn't
shit,
that
and it don't always work out.
awareness?
But that's
Doesn't that?
because when
Oh,
it do work out, the shit be amazing.
but doesn't that situational awareness of a quarterback? Doesn't that make you a great quarterback if you can recognize?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I can't do
it does make
this.
you a great quarterback to recognize all your limitations and only to play within your strengths. Yes, that is a good thing. But then there's times where, let's say there's a time where there's a play where it's like, damn, I know I can't get the ball in this spot, in that coverage, with this pass rush coming at me. And the only thing I could do is, since I know I can't throw the ball and make that play, is take a sack. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's like
Yeah.
there are things that some guys can do that other guys can't. And the guys
And
that
I'm glad
can,
you said
the
that.
guys that
I've
can do it,
literally,
they will try it, even if it don't always turn out successful. They will try that play. They be like, listen, I know I can throw this shit in a rope or whatever. Now is the play gonna turn out how it turned out on the other end? Just like, in fact, Josh Allen's last pass, he was being rushed. He had to scramble out the pocket. He had a dude draped all over him, and he threw up a prayer, and the ball landed right near where it needed to be for his tight end to catch it. And guess what? The dude dropped the pass. Now, that's a play where Jalen Hurts couldn't even get the ball right there. But he was able to get the ball where it needed to be in a desperation play because of his arm talent and his skill. The player on the other end just didn't catch it.
Jalen Hurts knows how to win.
Dog, that was a winning play. He sometimes you make a winning play, and
Oh
this
no,
is
I'm
where
just talking.
you
No,
this is where
I
you
heard
need
you.
help from your receivers.
I'm just talking shit. That's all.
Yeah.
Because I hear everything these people saying. I hear everything you saying. But damn, it just seems funny because then when it's on the other side and it comes down to, oh well, do they got any rings? All of a sudden, the rings and how many championships and how many things that you let, how many victories you led your team to. All of a sudden, now that's where it has to rank the quarterback thing. But it's cool. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm
Well,
honestly surprised.
well, time out, time out. Lamar Jackson got 2 MVPs. You think he got MVPs with his team not having winning records? His team has won a lot too.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but they didn't win the Super Bowl. All right, well, everybody can't win the Super Bowl. You can go 13-3, 14, well, 13
I
and 3,
mean, at least the
14
AFC
and 3 with
Championship.
17 games. You can go 14-3 and 15-2 and still not win the Super Bowl.
AFC Championship at least.
Well, the problem is they got the biggest, baddest guy in the NFL stopping them.
And the Eagles took out the biggest and baddest guy. And not only, not to go back
They
in
also
the
lost
cat.
to that guy. And
No, 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 no,
the
no, no,
Eagles
no.
don't have to the Eagles don't necessarily have to face him every year. They
Let
did
me
they did
remind
face him, but they don't
let me
necessarily have to face him.
let me remind the people. Not only did we beat the Kansas City Chiefs, we humiliated, we damn near mopped and washed them with the floor. When it came to the fourth quarter, the Eagles pulled back just to be like, all right, go ahead, y'all can score your points. It almost got,
Right.
we threw
All right, well
in
listen, but this how about this? Tell me what Josh Allen was supposed to do the time he was in the AFC Championship game
win.
and win. He's been there like 4 times.
Win.
Now, you saying win the game? Oh
Yeah, I
well,
was just making a joke. He's like, what are we
let
supposed
me
to
tell
do?
you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you
I
what
know what
happened.
happened.
Oh well, then you tell me what I'm about to say. Then
I don't know what
what
you're
happened?
about to say, but I know he lost.
Okay, so you know he lost, but you don't know how he lost. Now you see, Josh Allen, his team was losing. Yeah, they were losing, and what he did was he drove his team down the field, scored a touchdown, and left 13 seconds on the clock. They were winning. They were up 3 after he scored this touchdown. 13 seconds. Patrick Mahomes got the ball back. And, I'm going off the top of my head, so I can't remember whether they had one timeout or they had zero timeouts. But you figure in 13 seconds, a team with one or no timeouts, there's no chance they could win that game unless they kick it off and they return the kick. So they kick it off, and what happens? No, they don't return the kick. So now Patrick Mahomes has 13 seconds to try to get down the field far enough to get a field goal. And you know what he did? He got downfield in 13 seconds to kick a field goal, tie the game up, go into overtime. They
I
go into
remember this.
overtime.
I remember this now.
Wait,
I remember this. I remember
wait.
this.
They go into overtime. Coin flip. Chiefs get the ball.
Vice
Guess what
principal
happens?
said, hey, lights.
Guess what
Go.
happens? The Chiefs go downfield,
I
score,
remember this bullshit.
and then that was the game.
Flag on the
Now,
play.
the last time Josh Allen had the ball, he scored, quote unquote, the game winning touchdown. He didn't get a chance to touch the ball after that. Now, you tell me, what was he supposed to do?
Win.
Okay, so there you go.
Nah, I get. Nah, I'm just being funny. I get everything you saying. I'm just saying, like, I don't care how many times you saw Mahomes and all this. We saw Mahomes plenty of times. We recognized the threat, and then we was like, "Oh, we know what we got to do," and we embarrassed him. I mean, I can't even count how many times he got sacked. I was like, "Damn, his face is
Whoa,
in the
whoa, whoa, whoa,
grass
whoa, whoa.
again."
Time out right there, though. How many times did Jalen Hurts sack Patrick Mahomes?
How many times did Jalen Hurts sack Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
No, 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 no. So the answer to that question is zero. So the
Here we
Eagles
go.
the main reason they won that game was because of their
We gonna
defense.
find you a cape.
I don't know what you find me a cape for, because I'm just putting context to the game.
God damn. See, people, this is what happens when you know somebody, you mess with somebody, you cool with them that reads and knows and knows facts. Cause for the rest of America, you be like, nigga, we just going off of what we see.
Well, they
Continue.
saw it. They saw it too. They
I
ain't
know,
just
but
sitting up
you
there. They ain't just sit up.
but you don't
The rest of America saw it.
I'm gonna
Everybody
tell you
watched
the
the
I'm
Super
gonna tell you
Bowl.
the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You don't recognize and I love this about you. You don't recognize the type of analytical person you are. You breaking this down. Ninjas is usually gonna be like me and talk loud and be like and point out the highlights and be like, yo, this is why we winning. But nah, this is why we appreciate you. This is why you have a straight shooters 94. You breaking the analytics and the stats and the details down. Ain't nobody doing this. So this is why whoever's gonna be interested in these topics, they're gonna be tuning in.
Yeah,
But I mean, yeah, I understand that about Josh Allen. But at the same time, see, that's what separates those
yeah.
quarterbacks.
He gotta find a way to beat him. I mean, you right. At the end of the day, at some point, he gotta beat this nigga. Same thing for Lamar, but it's not for a lack of ability that they haven't been able to beat him. It's because more often than not, Patrick Mahomes get the ball last.
Oh, now I remember. My bad, it just popped up in my head. I knew Lamar Jackson had no championships or rings because the last time he lost, I was like, damn, I forgot who I was with. I was like, damn, he did all that. He got his contract, but he still didn't get nothing. Now I remember that. Now that one was my fault. That's my own fault. I should have known that. I think I was with one of my cousins down here or something. I forgot. But anyway, yeah, I was watching the game with a few other people, and yeah, I was like, well, damn, he did all that. He still didn't win. So yeah, okay. I digress. But anyway,
I mean, he got paid.
Yeah, but that was the thing. He kept, he was on that time, that whole wave. Yo, I'm one of the greatest players out here. He kept promising, like, yo, this is what I want to do. I want to get in. Yeah, it didn't execute. Now, even though it's a different sport, my homeboy on the Yankees, Judge, he talked his shit like Lamar Jackson, and he went out there and executed. So that's a little quick fun fact. I don't know if you remember that whole thing because he got like some 750 million, damn near $1 billion contract. You remember all that
You said with who?
with homeboy on the Yankees? It's Judd, right? It's Judge, right?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not.
and
I'm not big in baseball, so
basically he had the same thing like Lamar contract negotiations, and it was like they was going out there. They was both on the same wave. Like, yo, I'm just going to prove, going to show you. He went all the way through with his and getting into the big game, but Lamar Jackson, he fell short. So I'll start rooting for you, Lamar. I just hey, now you start them if you get a little bit more, if you run less and get more relying on your passing game, yeah, you might stay with that top three. So
he did that last year.
but he still didn't go nowhere. It's like you running fast, but you in place. I know that's frustrating for a quarterback.
uh,
Because even though
the
football has a
the
shorter
big
season,
three when it
that
comes
shit.
to quarterbacks, and then if you want to include Joe Burrow. So wait. So by your hold up. By your logic, that means Joe Burrow must be better than Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, right?
Actually, I was putting them up there. I wouldn't say that earlier, but we had went off into something else. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you've been on this Jalen Hurts versus those two.
yeah,
But
yeah.
so
But
so
no, I
Joe
would.
Burrow's better than them?
Yeah, that's why I said I like Burrow, even though he's slow sometimes. But yeah, I like him. I I
Yeah.
I, I like I like
He
that pick.
Joe Burrow's better, but Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, they both win their division every year and go to the playoffs every year. But Joe Burrow's better, but he only been to the playoffs twice. But he better. He better
See,
why?
this is
Because he made one run and got to the Super Bowl. He better.
you know what this comes from. You know this rhetoric I'm getting, this narrative. This comes from that whole LeBron Jordan debate, and everybody always throws, but still Jordan got 6 rings. So I think that's where a lot of this is coming from.
Jordan having 6 rings ain't the thing that makes him better than LeBron, though.
No, I know, but people, the majority of people will always.
That ain't let me put it like let me rephrase that. It ain't the only thing.
I know, but those will be one of like
That's
the
the
top two
problem. People
things.
always only
People,
want to pick one thing to look at, and they don't look at the whole scope. That's what I'm trying to say. And see, what
yeah,
you're doing is you're looking at the one thing. But if that's the way you want to look at it, I can't.
it's
At the end of the argument, if that's what you say it is, if you say it's only about wins,
no, it's
how many
not only. It's
championships you
not.
could get to,
It's
how many championships you could get to, and how many of them you could win. If that's the way you're gonna put it, then there's no argument.
Nah, it's not. It's not that. It's just the fact if you a quarterback, you still got to get rated off for everything else, like pocket awareness, and if you can assess on whether to throw the ball or run things like that. I put all those factors in, but what it is, just for the quarterback, I just feel those rings, MVPs, championships, any accolades, those type of accolades, they put a lot more weight over the other things sometimes. They just do. That's what it is. So I recognize all the other things, but it's just like, yo, if you're a quarterback, like it would be kind of hard to be like, well, this quarterback is top two because they got 3 MVPs, but you rated this quarterback. I'm just throwing some crazy numbers. You rated this quarterback out here, but he got 4 Super Bowl rings. So because he can't consistently throw 70-yard passes, he's not in the top two. That's what that is that dynamic I'm getting at.
Yeah, but that literally put them in the top two.
No, I'm saying like the quarterback that doesn't have any Super Bowls, but they got like MVPs and things like that. But then there's another quarterback that's got like 4 Super Bowls, but they're number 7.
Okay, but who got four Super Bowls and a number seven? Ain't nobody out
You
there
said
like that.
no. I'm
I
just
know
that's what I'm
even
saying. This is
even like even
I'm,
even yeah even in your hypothetical, there's nobody that's like that though. Like that
that's
would
why
be
it's a
like
hyper.
somebody saying
That's why
like the
it's
person like the person that got multiple Super Bowl wins, multiple rings is Patrick Mahomes, and he's known
no.
as the best
But that's
because
why it's a hypothetical. Is something that's made
yeah,
up. That's why I said
but
it's
I
not
know
true.
what you mean by hypothetical, but I'm saying even by the logic of your hypothetical, there's nobody around that has anything that fits close to your hypothetical. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say
Oh well, yeah.
it's not
I
like
do.
there is like even in the case of Hurts and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has the two MVPs and Hurts has the Super Bowl win. But it's not like Hurts has multiple Super Bowl rings. Now, if Hurts goes off and they repeat, then it's gonna be a whole different conversation.
Got him. We got him, people. All you need to hey Hurts, you hear me? All you need to do is win one more ring for Sid. Do it for Sid, goddamn it.
But see, there's a problem. Is
Oh shit,
winning
what's the problem?
winning back to back in football is extremely difficult.
Okay, so this
It's
is where
extremely
then
to do. It's
we
extremely
we
difficult to do in any sport,
we
but
we gonna we gonna come down to a conclusion for this because this is where I'm going to. This is where I'm really gonna talk my shit. In this new season coming up, the NFL, the league, is gonna base their blueprint and they playmaking off of the Eagles. Their worst threats, they're gonna base it off of the Philadelphia Eagles because they don't know what we coming with. They don't know what's gonna happen. We got running backs running backwards, goddamn it. Like we do. Playing hopscotch
that's
over niggas'
funny.
heads,
That's
making
funny as
flips.
shit right there. You
Brotherly
got running backs
push.
backwards.
We came out of injuries and came back. I'm just saying. We going on fourth down. You're looking at our coach. You never know what he's gonna call. Yeah, we a threat. And we gonna be a threat. So this next Super Bowl, I even say even on the safe side, within the next 2 years, yeah, we definitely in there. Cause I'm sorry. At this point, who we gonna be scared of? And this ain't I ain't talking
You shouldn't
cocky.
be
I'm
scared
just
of
talking.
nobody. You shouldn't be scared of nobody. You the champ.
And I think it's gonna be like this for a while. And I like that. Because now we gotta look for a real contender. I'm ready to see what Mahomes is gonna do because I know he's frustrated as shit. I'm ready to see what Lamar Jackson's gonna do because I know he's back. Him after I just realized him and Josh Allen not even having AFC championships. I know they hungry. I know they hungry. I'm ready to see what Travis Hunter is gonna. Yeah, this is gonna be an exciting season. This is gonna be a
It's
real
definitely gonna be
exciting season.
exciting.
This whole Travis Hunter thing coming around. God damn it, NFL, you got me again. I was saying it with Kaepernick, but yet you draw me in. They luckily they got black and brown players. That's the only reason they get my support. I support the troops, not the war. I'm that type dude.
Okay, that
You
works.
never you never heard that phrase?
Uh,
Like you support because you know
I heard
people
it.
that
I
go
heard
to
it
the
today.
oh yeah, so basically it means like
No, I know what
you
it
know
means. I know what
oh
it
okay,
means,
so
man.
okay, okay.
This
Yeah,
is this is
I
my first
support
time
the
hearing it.
troops. I support the troops, not the war. Goddamn. But yeah, that was my shit. I don't want to be talking that for the whole season until it gets down to the last second on the Super Bowl clock. Then I'll shut up, and then whatever I gotta do next time, I'll just talk
What
more
if the
shit
Eagles
again.
are eliminated before that?
I mean, come on, man. We from Philly, man. We talk no matter what. We win, lose, or draw. The New York Knicks, they had their time and they way with this bing
The
bong,
who?
F your life and all that, but they don't got nothing. I'm sorry. Nobody got nothing on Philly fans. Boston, Chicago, they just don't. But no, Boston is the closest, but outside of that, nah, it's us, man. We don't care. Almost, I forgot to tell you. We're gonna probably leave it off for this. Are you with the Cowboys fans? That's when I was in the group chat and I was like, yo, I told them y'all not relevant. Nobody knows about your championships. The last time y'all won a championship is when it was on VHS, and nobody out here got a VCR or whatever a video. But I forgot what you call it. Like, and he was like, "Oh man, what are you talking?" I'm like, "Bro, they can't even see your championship. Oh, kids have grown up in this life and made it to this time while not seeing the Cowboys win." I'm like, take your museum rings back to the fucking Jerry Johnson or wherever it is. Let me just talk my shit on these Cowboys. Yeah, bro, let's go back at it.
Yo, if you not over 30 years old, you never saw the Cowboys win a championship.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to tell him.
That's work.
I know that.
In fact,
I know that.
if you're not over 30 years old, you never even seen the Cowboys go. Wait, not even hold on, let me think. Not only did they not won a championship, they haven't even been to a Super Bowl. I don't even think they've
And
been
that's
out the first round.
and that's what I
Yeah, I don't think
told
they've even been out the
homeboy.
first round. No, they have.
I,
They did win a playoff game. I give them that. They won a playoff game before.
I told him, I was
That's
like, yo,
it.
you're not relevant, bro. We gotta go on VHS,
I
not
want to know how
DVD.
many playoff games they've won since then. I bet it ain't been more than five.
It's been struggle. It's been a struggle.
It's struggle bus for real. Even
Yo,
even the
Cowboy
Panthers. The
Nation.
Panthers ain't even been around 30 years. No, wait, yeah, we are. No, actually, we're going on 30 years. But we've been to more Super Bowls than them.
Hey, bruh. Like I said, they gotta go and they gotta find
That's
not a
real.
DVD,
Man,
not a Blu-ray. They gotta go
I
on
need my son.
VHS. They gotta
I
find a
need my son.
VCR. Yeah,
Hold on, man. I
huh?
need my son CJ to be on the Panthers, man. Like, Tech.
What?
In fact, you down there in Texas, man. Look, tell the Texans to give the rightful pick back to the Panthers, man. We need that. Tell them we need that. I mean, they could. I mean, if they want Bryce, they can have that nigga. But if they want something else, like I don't know, man. They want some pulled pork. If they want our state fair, well, now Texas probably do the state fair bigger than Carolina.
Yo, to
The
Texas, I got
Carolina
a
State
head
Fair.
to.
Listen, let me tell you, Carolina State Fair is up there.
It is.
Yeah,
I
the
gotta go.
shit is where you need to be. But
Are you sure? Cause
hell
Texas,
yeah,
man.
I used to go to them joints all the time when I was in high school. That was a big event.
You know, Texas, we got like three
But
car
Texas
shows.
got like probably like
No, four car shows.
see they cheating, man. That's
We
too
got a
much.
racing. You can race the Corvettes. They got a racing track for the Corvettes.
All right. They that's at they state fair, or
Yo,
is that
that
just your
Texas.
car shows?
Look, I'm East Coast all the way, but that Texas State Fair, that's where that's where they play the Oklahoma Texas game. That's the state fair. The
Oh,
Oklahoma Texas, the Oklahoma Texas game. That honestly, it really exists because of the fair is going on, and they needed a football game during the fair. That's how. Yeah, so that
okay,
puts
that's
you.
amazing. They got that then, but
Yeah,
they can have their state fair and our state fair.
but I wanna, I
On
wanna,
top,
I wanna
they
see.
can
I
they
wanna
can
go
have
to
our
North.
state fair as a side show to that. Then
Wait a minute.
uh,
Did I ever go? Because I've been to North Carolina so many times. Okay, I want to have to get out there to the state fair. I want to have to check it out. I'm gonna have to get out there, John. Because if you say if it's lit, it sound like your brethren J Cole was probably out there. The baby probably flipped off a stage or something like that. So yeah, I gotta go check it
I
out.
know the baby was doing all kinds of shenanigans. So
Let me go check that out.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. So Texas will let y'all borrow J. Cole for like 5 years. But you
you
gotta let
said
us get
what?
CJ. You gotta let us get CJ Stroud. I'm
That's
telling
why I knew you was
Texas,
going.
I'm telling Texas they could claim J. Cole for 5 years in exchange for letting us have CJ Stroud.
Yeah. So so what's up with that? Why is the Carolina? Why is y'all sports market? Why is it struggling like it is to have two
Bro,
major teams?
our sports market is ass, yo. All our
That's what I'm
owners are
saying.
ass. The
Because
the
you couldn't even.
football ownership, the basketball ownership, and that's MJ. Even though he stepped down from being the
Yeah.
number one guy, who else? Who else is trash? Well, actually, I can't say the hockey team ain't trash. They like up and down. They all right. They do whatever. But I don't keep
Yeah.
track of hockey. I ain't no hockey guy. And baseball, we don't have a major league baseball team, so it really just
Y'all
come down to
don't.
basketball and football, and both of the organizationally trash. Have we had great players come through? Yes, but overall, man, they not dedicated.
Yeah.
That's the
Because again,
problem.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know the Charlotte Hornets came back.
Oh yeah, I
That's
remember that. I
that's
had to
bad. Y'all
I
was
had to
laughing, but then
remind you that we
when you
that we North Carolina had a professional basketball team.
yeah. And then I'm sure when you talk to the public, they was like, "Yeah, we didn't know them niggas was back."
Man, niggas knew, man. Stop playing.
Nah, bro. Like you said, the sports market is ass. Because they it went the Pelicans and it came back. Then it went down to
No,
Louisiana.
they
Then they said it was like, wait a minute. We got the Louisiana had got the Pelicans because of North Carolina. They was about to they was about to end the Pelicans.
no
No, when they get
when they gave the Hornets back to Charlotte, they gave them back as the Bobcats. That's what it was.
Thank you.
They're
That
the
see,
Bobcats.
see, you had to think of that shit. That's how sad it
Yeah, I
is.
had to because this is real convoluted. Because the Charlotte Hornets, I think their owner gave up the team or sold the team to somebody,
I forgot about
and
the
they didn't
Bobcats.
have no. And then they or they wanted to
Wow.
move the team. Some shit.
Wow.
In fact, I'll do
Pause.
something about the history of the Charlotte Hornets because it got crazy. Then they went to uh, New Orleans, and then what happened down there? Some shit happened,
They was about to
and
cancel them.
yeah, they was about to just be out the league. That's what it was. And
Damn.
they was the New Orleans Hornets back then. So they was about to be they was about to be canceled out the league, and finally somebody bought the team, and so they was like, okay, we about to rebrand the team. But then
Excuse
but
me.
then all of a sudden people showed up in Charlotte and was like, yo, we'll buy the franchise back. So then they was like, well, we already got the franchise. So now they was like, all right, well, let's split it. And when they split it, that's when they became the Bobcats. And
Then
then
they were like, hold up, this team is trash. You can take it back.
and then they was like, it was like,
You
well, we don't want to call the team the Hornets no more because we're in Louisiana, and it don't make sense, I guess, for them to be Hornets. We're gonna rebrand them and rename them as the Pelicans.
and they
And
was
then
about to trash the
once the
Pelicans.
Hornets name was opened up again, then the Bobcats turned back into the Hornets. That's how I think like yeah, I gotta do an in-depth research of that, but I think that's how it went.
Bottom line, y'all, they need some
Bottom
more
line
money.
is, man, we got trash ownership in basketball and football,
Yeah, they need
and,
new
and
ownership.
the fans deserve better.
They do. They do, man. Come on. Cause y'all really, literally, they gotta do it for both Carolinas. They gotta do it for North and South.
Truly, the
Cause
team, especially the Panthers represent both North and South Carolina.
Cause I find more camaraderie with states like that compared to like with Virginia and West Virginia. I feel that I always seen like the Carolinas, they kind of stick together. Like even though it's two
Yeah,
different states, I've usually seen that. Like now Virginia, West Virginia, that's a whole different story. It's like you got the lit crowd in Virginia, then you got the hillbillies in West Virginia. It's crazy.
nah, that's true.
But yeah, man, just get some new owners, man. And the Carolinas got enough money. I don't think people realize the history of Carolina. They got that old Southern slave money.
Yeah, but don't nobody want to own a basketball team. Well, not all the, well, not anybody that care about basketball. It seems. I mean, MJ cared, but MJ is different. Like he he wanted to be too hands on. That was his problem
But he knows he's not a
because
good
he don't
coach.
know how to.
Coach,
MJ, the problem with MJ is he's so great he don't know how to pick good players.
get it? That's
He
just not his strength. That's all.
is not his, yeah, that's not his strength because he's kind of like
Business,
he's looking at players like
organization,
he'll look at
coaching.
players like oh yeah, you should just do what I did, and it's like do what you did. Yeah, just
Yeah,
try to do what I do.
bro, you're
Man,
you're you're
nobody built
just
like that.
you're just a player. You're a great player. You one of the greatest athletes of all times, but you just yes, people. That's why just because somebody is great at something, whatever it is, you can't just all areas of life. Well, because they great at this, they just gonna be great at that's not the way it works.
Yeah, that's
I'm
definitely not
sorry,
how.
Tom Brady is a all right commentator. He's all right. I'm sorry.
Uh Tom is actually growing on me.
Now who's great?
It was a little stiff at first, but
Cause
pause.
he don't got no charisma. It's just you got it. Yeah. I ain't.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you know,
I know
but this
people.
the thing though. I you like you said earlier, I'm real analytical, and when I listen to Tom's analytics, it it, it hits my heart in a good place. I
Oh,
know, right?
he said it's
It's
heavy on
like,
my
yeah,
soul.
Tom, I see that too.
I
Like when he
appreciate that,
starts
and
breaking
everybody
stuff
else is
down,
like,
it's like, damn, I feel like I'm still learning more about football.
everybody like, man, shut this corny nigga off. Well, see, this is
Now
why
as
we
far
got
as him
this.
having flair, he ain't got no flair.
But see,
He
this
got
is
to work on
why
that.
they gotta let us. They gotta let us try out for the position because we would be the perfect sports commentators. There's enough knowledge right here. You the analytics. I'm the charisma. Boom. That's why our shit is fire. So I'm just saying. I know it is.
Yeah, that'll work.
So
That'll
so
work.
people. That's what I'm saying, man. So tell them to give us a check, cuz what's up? Tell them we
Listen,
got
man,
Ozzy and Sid.
I've been petitioning for a spot in the in the commentators booth for a minute now,
Tell them.
man.
Tell them. I'm gonna bring the
You ever be
crowd.
watching the game and you say something and then like 5 seconds later the commentator say you like nigga I just said that
See
shit
what I'm
dog
saying?
like I could definitely do your job like
What's up, man? Tell the people, man. Look, I'm gonna bring the crowd. You gonna break down the details. Perfect combo. That's a one-two
all right.
punch. Tell them, man. Send them. Send out our. That's gonna be crazy. Watch you find a what do you call it when you try out? Not for sports, but when you try out for like a acting gig, anything like personality talent.
An audition.
Audition. Thank you. Told you don't have kids. They take all your good working brain cells. Got to archive everything out here in these streets. But yeah, yeah. Find us an audition. We got it.
Bet. Anyways, dang, I ain't know it was getting this late.
Well, I told you you riled me up with the Eagles with this Jalen Hurts talk. I'm tired of people hating on us. But like I said, I had a therapy breakthrough through moment. I found out that basically people just don't like us because a lot of reasons, but some of the reasons is they just don't know how we gonna win. And they be like, how did we do that? Because for a quick example, Big Mouth Shannon Sharp counted us out. So I'm just
I
saying.
mean,
And he was going hard. Oh no, the Eagles they don't got it. All the same. Well, Jalen, he's an inferior quarterback, and what we do? And we did him like nobody else did him before. No pause on that.
No
I
pause.
felt bad.
Nah, but
I felt bad.
Shannon, he all on Patrick Mahomes. So
The glazing is real.
the
So
Glazers
anything,
for real.
any last thing for the people?
Nah, man, I'm just ready to call it a night, man.
Oh yeah, we've been on this joint for a minute.
Yeah, we going
All
on
right,
two
people.
hours, bro.
This is the Ozzy and Sid report. Again, the Ozzy and Sid report. Check out Sheed and Sid on the Straight Shooters 94. Just spelled regular straight and shooters with the number 94. Go check it out. Hello, New World. We out.